welcome to Hiit. All you're going to need today is a mat and a single weight. This weight you're going to use for squats, you are going to use them for Russian twists, and you're going to use them for a lawnmower, so this motion. So if you want to grab 2 single weight, that's fine. If you don't have weights, that's totally fine. You can still do the exercise without them. You can also use a resistance band if that works for you too. So grab your mat, grab your weights, come on back. We're starting in 2 minutes. Okay, so if we haven't met, my name is Jen, and I'm going to be leading you through a Tabata-based Hiit today. So we're going to be doing 5 rounds of 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds off for exercise. So the first exercise we're doing is push-ups. So we're going to do push-ups for 20 seconds, then off, then on, then off, then on, then off. 5 times through just those push-ups. And then we're going to go to a different exercise. Then we're going to do a different exercise and blah, 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 blah. So we have groupings of 4 that we're going to do. So we're going to do that concept through 4 exercises all the way straight through. Then we'll pause, we'll have a little bit of break, and then we'll do 4 more. So there's very little breaks in between each section when we're doing it's literally just the 10 seconds. So we're switching from exercise A, those push-ups, to exercise B, those squats. We still only have that 10 seconds. So you want to be able to have the weights at your disposal, your mat at your disposal, so you can bounce back and forth as needed. If it takes you a couple extra seconds, don't worry, it takes you a couple extra seconds. No worries on that. You just do what you can do. Take breaks when you need it. 20 seconds does not seem like a long time. Once you start getting into the 3rd, 4th, 5th round, it does get a little bit more intense, so feel free to adjust weights as need be. As always, grab water when you need it. Even if I am not grabbing water, you can always grab water. And you can always modify exercises. So we're doing jumping jacks later. I don't do jumping jacks on this floor, so I'm going to modify. But if there's a different exercise that you want to do, maybe you want to do a front kick, maybe you want to do abs, maybe you want to run in place. That's totally fine. It's your workout, it's your home, or wherever you're doing this, backyard, friend's house, whatever. So make it your own. All right, so it is time to start. So we're just going to start out with a little jog. We only have 2 high intensity exercises today, so we can definitely modify those. I'm just jogging, a nice light jog. All right, slow it down. Let's just kick one leg out straight. Arms in front. And let's bring those arms out in front. You don't have to touch. We want to try to make sure that one side is equal to the other. My hamstrings are so tight right now, even tighter than usual, so they're not going to go up as high, but that's okay. Let's do 2 more each side. And let's just straight kick back. One more each side. Beautiful. Arms up. Let's just do big circles to start. And now let's add in a little squat. So my feet are just underneath my shoulders. which are in line with my hips. They're all in one just giant line. And now I'm gonna take a step out, so I'm a little bit wider of a squat. And then super wide. One more. And come on up. Let's just swing those arms forward and back. And we're gonna walk it down to a plank. So walk it down, bend your knees as much as you need to. Come on out, pause and plank, and come on back. 2 more, just like that. And 1 more, we're gonna stay down there. So let's stay down in our plank. We're just going to lower our torso and lift our torso. Do these little scapular push-ups. And if you need to be on your toes, that's fine. I want a flat back. I don't want any sort of weird arching. So drop the torso, lift the torso. Arms stay still. We're going to do 3, 2, 1, and sit back on those heels. Let's twist one way. And twist the other way. Come back to the center and just swing those arms, crossing one over the other, alternating sides. So if you're watching this and not doing this live with me, if you want to do more warm-up exercises, feel free to pause the video and do that now, and then come on back when you're ready. Otherwise, we're going to get straight into our Tabata hit. So our first exercise is our push-ups. So we're going to do 20 seconds of push-ups, 10 seconds off, times 5 rounds. You can do those push-ups on your knees. You can do those push-ups on your toes. You can do those push-ups against a wall. You can do those push-ups against a set of stairs or a bench. So you can do any and all variations. So from totally horizontal to totally vertical or anywhere in between. Then as soon as those 5 are done, we're going to stand on up and do squats. So I have the weight that I'm going to use for my squats if I decide to use weights. So I'm going to have that relatively near me because I only do have that short amount of time. Then we have up and down planks, and then we have lateral squat walks. So we're still going to use our mat for exercise 1 and exercise 3, and then we're going to stand on up for the other 2, and then I'll have a little break and we'll progress. All right, so push-ups are first. Are we ready? Remember, it's 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. On your mark. Get set. All right, we're pushing up and back down. You decide the depth of your push-ups. Have your elbows track back as much as possible as compared to out to the side. And if you decide that this is too much on your wrists, you can always have some weights out. And you could have your hands on your weights like this so you have a nice neutral wrist. All right, starting set number 2. And rest. 2 down, 3 to go. Alrighty. And rest. one more left, and then we're standing on up, and then our push-ups are done. Six more seconds. Okay, stand on up, push up, oh sorry, squat time. So I have my weight and I can pick what kind of squat I want. I want to do a sumo squat. So that means I have my toes pointed out and I'm squatting straight up and straight down, keeping my chest lifted as much as possible. I have my weight down here, but I could also have my weight up here if I just so desire. You can also have your feet in farther, closer together. All right, get ready. Second set. Everyone's squats look a little different because every body is a little different. And rest. 2 down, 3 to go. All right. If you have no weight, you can definitely be doing these exercises a lot faster. And if you have a heavier weight than me, or one that is feeling heavier for you, regardless of what my weight actually is, you can go slower. That's why a lot of the time in workout videos, we don't tell you what weight we're lifting, because it doesn't matter what weight we're lifting. Sometimes we might give a range, just so you know. Try not to go over 5 pounds here or something like that. But you could be doing the exercise with 5 pounds, you could be doing the exercise with 85 pounds. Doesn't matter. This is our last one for our squats. And then we're going down to up and down abs. So that means, up and down planks. Woo. So we're going from our forearms to our palms on the ground in our plank, either on our knees or our toes. All right, so we're going from here to here to here. All right, plank, down, down, up, up. Next time I do it, I'm leading with my opposite hand. So I'm just switching back and forth. And relax. All right, get ready for round 2. Remember, we're alternating sides. And we can also be doing this on our knees. Two, 1. So on your knees, it could be like this. If you wanted to make it harder, you could put your feet up on something like a bench or some stairs. If you wanted. I probably would not do that for this timed run, only because it's going to take you a couple seconds to get situated and then half your time's already gone just with just wiggling. We want exercise, not wiggles. Okay, we have one more, and then we're standing back up, and we're going to do a lateral squat walk. So you could have the weight in your hand, or the bands, or not. Okay, lateral squat walks. So I'm stepping side to side in my squat. Okay, I'm going to use the weight. You definitely don't have to. Walking side to side. Once this round is done of these 5, we'll have a minute to get reset for our next grouping of 4. Relax. You could also do, if you had a booty band, you could put those bands that are a shorter, smaller band. You can wrap that band either around your ankles or around your thighs, depending on the tightness of it, and do your squats and your steps that way. You can do that with a weight or without a weight as well. All right, I believe we have 2 more sets. This is number 19. Okay, we have this one more. Earn that break. By that I mean I want you to feel like you really are ready for a break, not just, oh, it's break time. Regardless, you deserve the break. It's just, are you going to use it to recover, or are you just going to use it just to kind of wait? All right, one more, just like that. We're sitting up nice and tall still. We're not hunched over. Okay, beautiful. Pop that weight out to the side. We're going to have a little bit of a rest. And I'm going to switch out my weight to something that I can use for upper body. So we have lawn mowers, Russian twists, and plank rotation. So a lot of twisting in this round. What I mean when I say a lawn mower is you're going to position one leg in front of the other, and you're going to kind of lunge down, and you're going to rotate and pull, like you're literally trying to start a lawnmower. So we have a whole group on side A, a whole group on side B, and then we're going to be down on the mat for our Russian twists, with or without weight, and then our plank rotations. This can be on your knees, or this can be on your toes. We are starting in 6 seconds. If you don't have a weight, that's fine. Just kind of stay in that little bit of a lunge. So we're rotating and twisting. This way. Ooh. So doing a little bit of a row and a twist. Obviously, if you were starting a lawnmower, you would need a little bit more speed, but you would probably also not have a bunch of weight in your hand. If your lawnmower actually has a full start. Mine does. But I just finally got a car that has a button start. So I'm just a little slower than the game. I literally never driven a car before that had a button start. And it took so long to not have to worry about trying to take the imaginary key out when I left the vehicle. All right, stories aside, let's rotate, twist, and rotate. So if this arm is getting tired, you can change the weight, you can drop the weight, but remember what you did, because you want to have it equal on both sides. Okay, we have 2 more left. And go. Final one on this side. And go. We're trying our best to stay still with the lower body. We are trying to make that rotation the upper body only. It may move a little bit, but we don't want to rotate and twist that back leg. Okay, we're switching to the other side. If you're having trouble balancing, try to make those feet wider. You can be on a railroad track as compared to a tightrope. Those feet can be far apart. All right, we're switching. It may take you a little bit. Get used to that other rotation. Get your balance down. And rest. 4 more. And start it. Now kind of note in your head, did one side get tired faster than the other side? Maybe yes, maybe no. 2 more left. Okay, final one, and then we're going down to the ground with those Russian twists. You can bring your weight if you want. Down to the ground. Now your toes can be, or heels can be on the ground, or they can be lifted. You can have weight or not. So you're here, and we're twisting to one side and the other. Or you can have your feet up. All right, and relax. 5 seconds. And go. Four seconds. And relax. And rest. 2 more left. Remember, you get tired, drop your weight, drop your heels. And rest, 1 more, and then we're going to stay down on the ground for those plank rotations. Alright, put that weight off to the side if you were using it. Come down to your mat. Alright, and we're going from one side to the other. Nice and slow. If you want to make it easier, you can go down to your knees. If you want to make it harder, you can lift that leg. So I'll demonstrate that in a second. Alright, so you come down to your plank and lift a leg and switch, lift a leg. Your feet can be as far apart as they need to be here. They can be stacked on top of each other, or they can be super far apart. We get a break in 3 more rounds. You might be getting a little tired in your sides. This one is all rotation, all the way through, all 4 exercises. If your wrists are really bothering you here, you can go onto your forearm. It'll be a little bit of a slower process. So you'd be here, rotating, here, rotating. 1 more time through, 20 more seconds. And as always, if there's another modification, feel free to do that. Or a totally different exercise. I can always come up with a time, not during class, where we can meet and go over modifications. Just let us know. Okay, so we are going into our break. Then we have 1 more round through. No weights are needed for this. We have in and out abs, pendulum hops, plank walks out, plank walk outs, and jumping jacks. So when we do our in and out abs, we're going to be here on the mat. I'm going to be on my forearms, and I'm going to go out and in. I can make this harder by coming out without using my arms, or I can just stay here and chill. I shouldn't say chill, you're still working with the forearm. Then for our pendulum hops, you're going to come up, and you're going to hop back and forth, or walk it back and forth. Then we have our plank walkouts, which we did in our warm-up, where we just walk out to plank and walk back. And then we have our jumping jacks. So we're going to start in 5 seconds with those in and out abs. All right, so we're in, we're out. So we're up, or we're on our forearms. Your choice. And I think I'm just going to switch back and forth between the 2. If you gotta do 1 set one way, the other another way. Ever feels good. my opinion, abs never really feel great, but they don't hurt. They feel like they're working for sure. And we already did our up and down planks and our Russian twist. So our abs have already gotten some, our core has already gotten some exercise. I forgot to switch. So I'll do the next two on my forearms. In, out. And you can make this higher if being closer to the ground is too much for you. Kick them up. And relax. Two left. In and out. And relax. One more left, and then we're standing on up. Seconds. Beautiful. Stand up. Move the mat out of the way. And we're doing those pendulum hops. All right. Take out the hops if you don't want to. And your arms are just hanging out, giving those wrists a break. So when we do those plank walkouts next, they'll be ready to go. And relax. Remember, leg out to the side, nice and slow. If you don't want to do the bouncing. You want that leg to be right underneath the center line of your body, or as close to it as possible. And you can speed this up. I believe we have two more left. Yep. One more. Four seconds. 2, 1. Okay. Plank walkouts. Walking out to plank, coming back in. We're not going to stand all the way back up though. Alright, so we're going to walk down to a plank, stop for a second, walk back, touch our toes, and walk right back out again. If you need to take the break, you can come up. But otherwise, We are staying down as much as we can. We have less than 5 minutes of work left. And relax. All right, let's go. Two more left. And then we're going to do one more, and then we're going to stand on up and finish out with some jumping jacks. Two, one, stand on up. You can either do full jumping jacks, or you can modify your jacks like me. So we're going full or modifications. Remember, this modification, you can go as fast or slow as you want. And rest. We have literally 2 minutes and 5 seconds left. You could do that for 2 minutes, right? Don't want to do jumping jacks? Run in place. Do butt kickers. Do star jumps. Something to get your heart rate up. One last grouping. Two more. Two more, that's 40 seconds. One more left. And we're off. Three, two, one, and we're done. Grab some water, walk yourself around, and make your way back so we can stretch. Bring your heart rate down slowly from those jumping jacks. Just move around. You never want to just plop to the floor, plop on a bench. Let's swing those arms a little. Swing those legs around a little. All right, let's face something that we can lean on into and stretch out those calves. So lean on in, stretching out the back, the lower part of our legs. Bend that back knee, heel pops up just a little bit. Beautiful. Switch sides. Straight leg first. And then bend that back knee, heel comes up a little. Awesome. While we're here by our wall or chair or whatever we got, let's do our chest openers. So open up that chest. Nice little line from your shoulder straight to your wrist. And then let's bring that up a little bit at a diagonal. This is great to do in a door frame too. My door frame is out of camera frame, so I can't do that. And down. Most people's pecs are tight all the time, so it's great if you have time during the day. You're just like walking to the kitchen, walking to the bathroom, take a couple extra seconds and stretch. Other side. It would look weird if you were in the office to just stretch in the bathroom, right in the doorway to the bathroom, but if you're at your house, no one's gonna care. And up at a diagonal. And down. Beautiful. Bring those arms behind and just pull them straight back. And let's bend our knees a little bit and just lean on over as far as we can. And then come on up, nice and slow. Tricep stretch. And then switch sides. Release, shake those arms out. Cross one leg over, hands on the hips, and just lean on in. Stretching out the back of the back leg. And come on up, switch it out. And stand on up. Hold on to balance, quad stretch. Cross that leg over, sit back. Stretching out all this lovely goodness on the outside of our thigh and our IT band. Other side, pull back. And cross it over, sit back. Come on up. Bring those feet nice and wide. Lean in one way, stretching out the inner thigh. And other way. Come back to the center, drop one shoulder, our back is flat. And the other shoulder. And back to the center, heel, toe, those feet in. And we're done. Awesome work, you guys. I will see you next week. Have a wonderful Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Bye.